channel where we talk about finance, entrepreneurship, and data analytics. Today we're going to talk about a basic topic but an essential topic on SQL Server and how to connect a CSV or an Excel file onto SQL Server before doing any kind of analysis. Before we start, I've got two things to ask you. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. And if you like anything related to finance, entrepreneurship, and data analytics, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Let's start. As I said, today we're gonna talk about the really basics of SQL and how to connect a CSV file or an Excel file onto SQL Server before doing any kind of simple or advanced analysis towards your database. So first of all, you need to know where your files are. In my case, it's in a folder named datasets, and you've got a couple of CSV file and you've got one Excel file as well. Then the second step is to open your SQL Server Management Studio, or it could be Azure Studio as well. And you can see on the left-hand side, you've got databases. And you got 4 databases there. So we're gonna create a new one so we can integrate the CSV or the Excel file into this new database. So you click right and you click on new database. Let's pick a name for this database. So GDP and then top for population. Click OK. And now you've got a new database in there. Obviously, it will be an empty database because we're going to work on putting some more table by importing data from a CSV or an Excel file. So if you go onto GDP and then you click on table, you won't see anything because there is nothing. So then on GDP pub, click on task. And then on task, you've got a couple of options. You can pick import flat file if it's a text or if it's a CSV file, or you can go, if it's a different file, you can go and import data. Let's start with import flat file because it's really quick and it's really good. So click on next, and then from the first step, you need to know where your data is or your files are. And I'm gonna click on Workbench GDP first. And you can see it's CSV or text. Just open it. And then you've got a new table name. You can pick another name if you want, but I'm happy with this name. And then you got a preview of the data. And then you can change the name of the columns. You can change the data type. You can pick if it's a primary key or not. But in my case, I'm pretty happy with what it is. And operation complete. So here you go. Like in less than a minute, you've imported a CSV file onto SQL Server before you can do any kind of further analysis. Then you just refresh, and now you can see that on the tables, you've got the new table, Workbench GDP. So click on right, and it's a good business case to do that. You select top 1,000 rows, so you can see like how it's displayed. So you got all the columns there. Let's just pick the 10 first rows. And one important information is how the name of the table is displayed. In that case, it's the name of the database, DBO Workbench GDP. That would be important when we go into like intermediate or advanced queries, because if we do joins between tables, we need to know the exact name of the table. So let's look at the second method to import data for an Excel file. So same thing, you click on task and then you go in import data. Then you got this window opening, and then you select Microsoft Excel. But you could select flat file source if it was a CSV or text file. And you got all the options there. In our case, Microsoft Excel is enough. Then you browse, you select the other file, click on next, and then you got the destination. Destination will be SQL Server. Next, Yeah, and then that will initialize all the data and check if there are any errors in the import, and it's all good. So let's do the same thing as for the first file. Refresh, click on table, and then you got the new table right there. So let's select the top 1,000 rows, and we get the result there. And then you got a third option, a more complicated one, a more manual one. But you can create an empty table and import and insert the data from an Excel file or a CSV file onto this empty shell. So let's create a table named top 2. And so let's look at the name of the columns there. So you got country name, and the data type is n bar char, and we'll just select 255. Just copy that, and it's country code. Then it's indicator name. Then it's year. And then it's up. We close creation of a table, we execute, and it's successful. Let's double check that. So you select all the rows from up to. And it's fine. All right, so now let's insert the data from the CSV file onto this table. So you want to insert bulk up to from, and now you need to know where it is from. So it is from there, and you need to know the name of it. So copy the name, that CSV, and then you've got some delimiter there. So you'll have a field terminator and you'll have a row terminator. So the field terminator would be the comma. And the row terminator will be the space between each row. So it's in this language. Get the comma here. And it's been completed. Have a look at it, how it looks like. Here you go. So it's not perfect because obviously this one we didn't go through like a filtering and a cleaning. So you need to remove the first row, the indicator name and the year name. There's an issue because within the original file population total, there's a comma separating. So that's why it applied the field terminator comma there. So there's some issue there which will need to be cleaned in the future. But at least that's a third option on how to get the data from a CSV file, or it could be from an Excel file into an empty table. So if you liked this video, please don't hesitate to like. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments in the comment section. And if you want to see more of those videos, please subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye.